Let's look at the budget section now. So when you install Cash Manager, everybody, it will allow you to see your base budget, which is here, the business system budget here, from Sage Evolution, or of course we have it for other vendors like Cybus Vision in Australia and New Zealand. So providing there's a budget in Sage Eva, it strips it out, puts it immediately here, and you can see that budget in the group view, or you can see the budget in the GL account view. I prefer to see it in the group view. And an instant return here on investment is you can see immediately how you're doing on your actuals against budget by going up to here on the toggle the actuals and variances. And watch when I do that, everybody, it will now dump into my current EVO budget, my actuals and variances. So here's my July actuals, there's my budget, and there's my variance. And of course, what I could do is I could isolate that down to simply income, for example, and see that information instantly. So that becomes quite useful from an instant, no porting across to Excel. I can see that information. So there's the toggling feature that's very useful. What I can also do now is I can add a further budget. I can do that just by right-clicking, or I can add the budget up there. I add a budget revision, and what I can now do is I can say, well, this is going to be budget revision number 2, and it's off the base budget. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to increase or decrease some of these line items because it's going to be a what-if budget. So let's increase our sales income, and I'm going to change the values by, let's say, 20% or maybe even 40%. And I'm going to increase my service income. We love service income, don't we, consulting partners? And we'll also increase that by 40%. And I'm going to cut my expenses and see what the impact is there, maybe just by 7%. And then what I've done there is I have a what if budget. It's a budget revision number 2. I'm going to save that, and that will now appear under my saved budget revisions, everybody. And you can see how quickly that works. Even my pet cat could have probably done that quite quickly. It'll also appear here alongside my original business system budget as well. It's refreshing the budget data and it updates it shortly. Now, one other thing while it's doing that now is you can increase those particular increases across the income or across the expenses. I can actually do that via the line items, individual items, not just by group. I'll show you. I'm going back to that budget release version 2. I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to, here my account view, I can actually increase by individual GL accounts. So I've got that option there as well. So that's pretty awesome. So there you are. You can see that there, the budget revision is slightly less than my original budget, and that's because obviously I have done some changes to that as well. So there's a quick bit of functionality. And number 3 now is I can actually add a further budget, but this time I'll add with updated figures from Evo. So if I just go copy the budget, updating the actuals for the completed months, let's do that now. It's going to add that budget, but it's going to now increase, and I'm going to just call this one updated so I know what it is. And the reason why I need to know what that is, when I show you the cash flow forecasting, I want to be able to do the cash flow forecasting with updated numbers. So that's now refreshing the budget information. So here we go, and there it is, and it's also available. By the way, I can get rid of that. I can hide it off the chart, or I can show it in the chart, and it's entirely up to me as such. So there we have a quick little bit of an explanation on how quickly it is to see your existing budgets, or to add what-if budgets, or to add what-if budgets with updated actuals. Does that make sense? I certainly hope it does.